One. First and foremost, I would like to take Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakodash, the ones to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole select, all you brothers out there pushing the word of truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers, stay strong, pushing. It was a quick lesson. And even back in 1972, which this movie, The Godfather, we already know about it. You know, one of my favorite movies. Even in this movie, they show you what Hollywood or Hollyweird was doing back even in 1972, which was, you know, pedophilia amongst the bigwig Hollywood directors. So even in this movie, The Godfather, which I'm gonna show you a couple deleted scenes, and the reason why they were deleted was because I guarantee you the director of this movie, which was I believe his name is Francis Coppola. I guarantee you some of the elite, the Hollywood elite, came up to him and they told him, you better delete these scenes, or else, you know, we're gonna blackball you or whatever, you know, we'll do something to you. So I'm pretty sure he got threatened, so he deleted them. Okay, and I never knew about this, you know. So these are deleted scenes in the Godfather movie, and I'm gonna go ahead and play them, and it's gonna show you what these Hollywood bigwig directors up in that business are really up to. So this is back in 1972, man, and I guarantee you that this pedophilia in Hollywood goes even further back than 1972, man. All right, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play this scene right here. Now you gotta remember, these are deleted scenes, all right?
Unaccustomed as I am to public drinking, I'm in speaking. Janie, seriously, we took some time off from the picture because we wish you a happy birthday.
Now, Janie and everybody, we have a big surprise for you. In order to show how much Walt's International thinks of you, we have brought you a special birthday present.
All right, so you saw that, right? You saw the director, which in this movie, the name of the director in this particular scene is Mark Waltz. You know, that's the guy where you know, the mob, they cut off the horse's head and they put it in his bed, right, to threaten him, because I guess this dude Mark Waltz didn't want to put one of the actors that the mob wanted to put in the movie. You know, that's the same individual. So you see the little girl, right? She's supposed to be the actress. You know, and I believe she's 12 years old in the movie. So she's the 12-year-old little girl that's an actress. She's coming up, you know, and this director, Mark Waltz, he's trying to put her on, you know. But in order to put her on, you already know what they do, man. All right? Or even if he doesn't put her on in the showbiz, he's still going to be a pervert. You know, he's still going to be that perverted, demonic Edomite, because that's what they do. All right, so you see the little girl, the name of the little girl is Janie. And you see her mother, you know, it's her birthday, right? So Mark Waltz is looking out for the little girl. He bought her a pony, you know, he threw her a little birthday party or whatever, so he's looking out for her. But there's sinister intentions behind that. This dude, Mark Waltz, he's not doing it because he's doing it out of the good, you know, the goodness of his heart. Absolutely not, man. He's doing it because he wants some action with that little girl. All right, so he's kind of bribing the mother as well, probably buying her gifts and giving her money, you know. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the next scene. Okay, which is this one right here. Now this is another deleted scene, all right.
are you doing out here? I told you never to go out of the room. Come on. I won't do this to you, little lady.
Now you notice. Now this is after the situation where Mark Waltz, the director, invites Tom, which is played by Robert Duvall, right? He invites him to the dinner, and then they try to talk business, like, what is it gonna take to put this actor that we want to put in your movie, to help him come up or whatever. And Mark Waltz is not having none of it. He starts cussing him out, like, he starts calling him greaseballs and pretty much kicking him out. So now Tom, which is played by Robert Duvall, he's gonna go back to the Don, right, to Corleone, and he's gonna tell him that this dude is tripping. This character, Mark Waltz, he's acting up. He's talking shit. He's not gonna put our actor in the movie. So then, if you noticed, Robert Duvall, he's walking out, right, and he looks up and he sees a little girl upstairs in this dude's mansion, in Mark Waltz's, which is a director, in his mansion. So she's upstairs in the bedroom with the mother, and then she comes out, and the mother pretty much starts cursing out the little daughter, the 12-year-old girl, Jenny. Like, I told you not to come out, this and that. So this show, you got to read between the lines, man. This shows you first and foremost that what the hell is that little girl doing back in his home, and then why is the mother getting mad? So what the mother's doing, pretty much the mother's pimping her daughter out. The mother's pimping out the little girl Jenny to this director. Why? Because she's getting all the goodies, man. She's getting the money. She's getting probably houses and vehicles and things of that nature. All right. So she's using and pimping your little daughter just to get riches and goods, and to be famous and things of that nature. And this is what happens in Hollywood, man. That's why when you see a lot of these little children, like little boy actors, little girl actors, a lot of the reasons why they're in Hollywood is because their mothers and their fathers and their mothers sold them out to Hollywood. So now Hollywood could do whatever they want with the little children, man. And if you notice, a lot of these little young actors and actresses, when they grow up, man, they're all fucked up. They're fucked up in the head because why? They've been used and abused. They were being pogged by the bigwig Hollywood directors. And I guarantee you this goes even further back because I know a lot of you brothers know Shirley Temple, right? She I don't know what time period she was in, which what was it, maybe the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. But I know it was during those times, right? Back in the early 1900s, and the name of a company, the movie company that represented her, like right now you have TriStar, you have MGM, you have the Warner Brothers, right? But back in the day, the movie company that represented Shirley Temple was named Kitty Porn Inc. Or that was the name of the movie corporation that was promoting her. Once again, the name of the movie company was Kitty Porn Inc. So I mean, come on, man. And they show you even in their movies, they always have this creepy ass old man, old Edomite fucking pervert, and he always puts Shirley Temple in his lap. Every time in every movie you see Shirley Temple sitting in some old Edomite demonic dude. She's sitting in his lap. So this shows you, man, even Shirley Temple was being, she was being used and abused by these wicked ass pedophiles, man. So this Hollywood shit goes back, man, back to the early 1900s, or whenever Hollywood, was created. All right, so you see Jenny, and then I went to the comments, right? So right here you see the comments of Wolf, which that's the name of the director in this movie, right? In this particular scene, Mark Waltz. It says he put Wolf, but really it's Waltz. Waltz was like a real life Roman Polanski. Waltz was in reference to Louis B. Mayer, the founder and CEO of MGM Studios. Rumors were that Mayer was having affairs with underage girls. All right, so you see, this guy says, given what we know about Hollywood, it was a mistake to remove this scene. Exactly. You see, but like I said, man, I guarantee you that the director of the Godfather movie, which was Francis Coppola, I guarantee you he was threatened by the Hollywood bigwigs, by the elite of that society. I guarantee you he was threatened, so he removed them out of there. Right here it says in the book she is 12, so I didn't even know there was a Godfather movie. Right? I mean a Godfather a book. Okay. As a matter of fact, I came across this one right here. It says this is represented in the book. So the deleted scene that Francis Coppola deleted, which was representing a Woods as a pedophile, as a Hollywood pedophile, it was actually represented in the movie. So right here, this guy says this is represented in the book, and then this other guy responds and he says, and as I recall, doesn't Tom mention to the Don about the child? So Tom is the dude, the character played by Robert Duvall. So Tom, which was the consigliere, right, which is a counselor of the mob, he went back to the Don and he told him about the situation. He told him about the little girl in the book. Okay, in the movie they don't show you this, but in the book it tells you this. And then the dude responds back. He says, yes, Corleone's exact reaction was that it was a disgrace. So once, the character played by Robert Duvall told Don Corleone the situation about the little girl being upstairs in this Hollywood bigwigs director mansion, he said, the Corleone responded, man, what a disgrace. You see, so that must have put even more, more fury upon the Don. So then he says he called it an infamia, which means disgrace in Italian. So in the book, the Don Corleone, he said, it was an infamia, which that's the Italian word of disgrace. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Even in this movie, the Godfather, which came out in 1972, even they show you in their deleted scenes about how Hollywood, which I'm gonna call it Hollywood, right? Because that's what it is. Even, they show you how Hollywood is really how it's really ran, which is a bunch of Hollywood bigwig directors that are pedophiles, man, that are homosexuals, right? Even with this dude, with this Jake, what happened with this dude, man? I forgot the man. He's the one dude that played Damon in Friday After Next. Some big ass Jake, man. I forgot his name. But even I guess he went to some party with his wife, and then this director he went straight up to this dude and grabbed him by the penis in front of his wife. So the dude didn't want to make a scene, but he kind of like pulled him to the side, like, what the fuck are you doing? He almost like wanted to slap the shit out of him, but he didn't do it, man. If a man does that shit to me, man, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him, man. But that shows you how weak them Jakes in Hollywood are, man. They allow this shit. And a lot of them Jakes in Hollywood, man, they get popped in the booty as well. Or they gotta do satanic rituals, man. Homosexual rituals. And other type of rituals, they gotta put their sons, they gotta give them over to the Hollywood directors, man. That's why Will Smith's son, you see Will Smith's son, man, he turned out to be a fruitcake. Why? Because Will Smith, sold his son out to the elite of Hollywood. And they had their way with them. They had sex with them with the little, what's his name? Jaden Smith. Them directors had sex with little Jaden Smith, man, when he was a little child. So that's what happens in Hollywood, man. All right, so there you go, man. And I was even tripping out, like, damn, the Godfather was putting us on game, somewhat in what was really going on. Okay. But like I said, these were deleted scenes, though, which they shouldn't have even been deleted, man. All right. Let me see. This guy says watching this scene is pretty relevant to the whole Weinstein situation in Hollywood. In early days of Hollywood, the casting couch was not just a metaphor; it was real. It says Mario Puzo was spot on here and prescient too in light of recent allegations. Pedophilia was rampant among studio bigwigs from the very beginning. This scene from the book should have been left in to show what a scumbag Waltz was. Being an animal lover, I still feel upset about what they did to his horse. All right, so you see now it kind of makes sense, because they pretty much Don Corleone was like, oh, so not only does he not want to put my actor in the movie, but he's also having sex with little underage girls, man. So now you kind of understand why he did that with the horse. All right. Let me see if there's any other good commentary down here. It says right here, didn't it kind of get alluded to that Waltz was a pig when he says to Hagen, she was young, she was beautiful, she was the best piece of ass I've ever had, and I've had it all over the world. Oh, so man, I don't know what scene of the movie, what part of the movie this is in, but I guess he says this in the movie. So Waltz, the director, says this in the movie as well. He says she was young, she was beautiful, she was the best piece of ass I've ever had, and not I've ever had, and I've had it all over the world. Damn. So you see that? Now I'm gonna go ahead and get a scripture and finish it with this one. This is a book of Proverbs 28 verse 6. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. Exactly, and this is them Hollywood cats, them Hollywood bigwigs. They're rich. They got it all. They got the money. They got the billions of dollars. You know, and they're perverse in their ways, man. They're casting little underage girls and even underage little boys, and they're popping them. They're having sex with them, just so they can get fame. And guess what? The parents are good with it. Like I said, even their parent, you know, pretty much their parents sold out the little children to these dudes, man. They're pimping them out. Why? So they can get riches. So the parents can get rich, man. So that shows you, man, the parents don't give a fuck about their own children. As long as they're getting that money, as long as they're getting those millions of dollars, the homes, the cars, the fame, you know, they don't give a fuck about the child. And that's why, like I said, man, all these child actors and actresses that grow up to you know, grow up to be big, you know, they're all fucked up, man. They're all fucked up and screwed in the head. Okay, but let me look up the word perverse. So once again, it says Proverbs 28 verse 6, better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. Okay, now the Hebrew word there is where is it? Aikwash. Okay, aikwash, which means twisted, man. That's Esau, man. That's Esau for your ass, man. Twisted, distorted, crooked, perverse, perverted. Or Esau's a pervert, a fucking goddamn pervert, man. Esau loves being a pedophile. Esau loves being a homosexual. Straight up, Esau loves being a transgender. Alright? So Esau is twisted, distorted. You know, he's a distorted motherfucker, man. He's a psychotic individual. Or Esau's not right in the head, man. Esau, he'll do, man, he'll have sex with animals. He'll do some outlandish shit. He'll have sex with cars. There's Edomites out there that actually, you know, have sex with their own cars. Just a bunch of weirdos, man. Esau's a weirdo. Alright? Forward, perverse, crooked, man. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, with that, I'm gonna say call on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Hakodash. Till next time, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I'm gonna say Shalom.